Today I wanted to talk about embracing the suck, which might sound a little bit weird, but it's not what you think. This is a term that my best friend and I use to refer to when we have to keep going even when it's a really sucky situation. And this past year, 2014, has been a lot of embracing the suck for me. There's been a lot of change in my life, and a lot of it has not been easy or expected. And as a person who has always had trouble with change, like ever since I was little, I used to hate my birthday because it meant I was getting older. It's been tough. So there's been a lot of good advice that's been given to me, and I thought that I'd share it with you in case maybe you're going through a tough time and need some help too. The first thing I was told that has really helped me is your worst day can only be 24 hours. That's it. It's not going to be any longer and it won't be any shorter. Your worst day can only be 24 hours. The second thing I've learned that kind of goes along with that is that you will have good days and you will have bad days. But just because you have a bad day doesn't mean you're regressing back to how it was before and you're not moving on or dealing with the situation. See, you can have days that are 8s and then you can have a 3. But as long as you keep moving towards those 8s instead of moving back towards the 3s constantly, it's okay. Because nothing is ever just like a graph in math where it goes exponentially up. Life isn't like that. It goes up and it goes down, and yeah, it sucks, but that's the way it is. And it's okay. The third thing I've been told is that you cannot control what happens to you. But you can control what you do when you're presented with those situations. My dad told me that you can either react or respond. Those are your two options for every situation you are presented with in life. Reacting is what I tend to do, and it's what I'm trying not to do because it's rash and it's really sudden and it's basically just filled with emotion. Reacting is when you don't think before you act or before you speak. And I do that a lot of the time, and it tends to get me into a lot of trouble. So responding is harder because you have to separate yourself from how the situation directly affects you in that moment. Think about how it affects you later. Think about how it affects other people right now. Think about what this means to other people and in the long run, instead of just what your knee-jerk reaction is. And that's really hard, and 8 times out of 10 I still react, but I'm trying to respond, and it's kind of a fun challenge to give yourself. And it's hard to remember, like it is. So I put a sticky note on my mirror and it says, remember to respond instead of react. The thing that I've been thinking about recently that has helped me is that problems and fears are like shadows. And they get bigger and worse and scarier the farther you run away from them. But if you get up close and you confront them, you see what they really are and you can tackle them. And then you can move on. Fifth and final thing that has really helped me throughout this year is a phrase my best friend and I say to each other, and that is, embrace the suck. And that might sound really weird, but I promise it's not what you think. Embracing the suck is basically my new life motto. What it means is that you have no control over the situations that happen to you. Like I already said, you have no control. You only have control on how you respond. So if you respond positively and stay optimistic, even in the face of darkness and really, really crappy times, you're going to be a stronger person and you're going to get through it. But if you constantly are like, oh my God, this is awful, it's just gonna last longer. You have to look for the light at the end of the tunnel. Just wander around blindly. You have to look for that silver lining. And that's what embracing the suck means. It means accepting the situation you're in and trying to find a way out. And you don't always have to do this on your own. You can ask other people, you can ask your family. It's okay to ask for help, especially when you're going through hard times. It's part of life are these bumps in the road and the low points on the graph. and these things have really helped me so far in 2014, and I hope that maybe they can help you. Let me know what you thought of this video. Leave your comments down below. If you ever want someone to talk to, know that I'm always here. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.